Hey there, it's definitely not Constantine, and today I'm going to be making the video on the scariest what-ifs, as I promised on my channel. I'll move over here to demonstrate it better. So the first what-if is with Kira and Diavolo teamed up to working together to hide their operation and defeat the other side. And we're just going to be talking about if the other team could defeat the other, and what would happen if they teamed up. Next up is what if Death 13's user was an adult instead of a tiny child. I get where you were going with that, Araki, and I get you wanted to nerf it, but anyway, see you after the... Welcome back, and we're going to be talking about what if Kira and Diavolo teamed up. So first, we're going to be doing a more general basis. We're going to be saying if the Part 5 team could find and defeat Kira, and if the Part 4 team could defeat Diavolo, and find him and, find... So first, we have the Part 5 crew here, right? They consist of some pretty strong members like Fugo, Jojo, Bucciarati, but the best we're going to need right now is a Bacchio. A Bacchio with the right materials could probably find Kira, if we're being honest with ourselves. And that's what it's going to talk about here. Now, in terms of power, alright. Power is a little bit harder to talk about, but the basis of power is if the team found Kira and if they could beat him. Now, we're not going to be giving Giorno Golden Experience Requiem because that'd be unfair. And this is just... So we're going to be straight talking about, in terms of power, they easily overpower him. Narancia in the gift his stand could probably take out Kira if, precise enough, and Fugo's stand could definitely take it out. It's definitely just, it's not really that hard for the Part 5 crew to, in terms of power, defeat Kira. So, then, we're going to be talking about if they could find him in more depth. With the Bacchio, I really think they could find him, honestly. I bet they could. I don't see why they couldn't. We're just going to give them the base information that his name is Kira, even though his new name will be Kosaku, and I bet they could find him. They'll find his house, they'll find his memories. Yeah, it's kind of how they found Diavolo, kind of not. Just kind of the similar, but in terms of power and hiding, they could definitely find Kira if they really put their heart and soul into finding it, which they always do. And like I already said, repeating in terms of power, I just don't know what Kira's gonna do to stand up against these guys. Okay, there should be a transition. I'm just trying to say that future Constantine here. Sorry, that was a cut. Basically, I kind of made this without... Okay, now we're moving on. Now, we're going to sing if the Part 4 team, sorry, I couldn't find a good image that blended in, could defeat and find Diavolo's operation. So, first, kind of like with the last one... Alright, yeah, I forgot to cover the members. Oh, yeah, to beat Diavolo, we have Okuyasu, Josuke, Rohan, Koichi, and Jotaro. So with the world, I don't think Diavolo stands too much of a chance because, it's a whole nother argument itself. If Diavolo can time skip the world and the hand combined with that power, that's just, I don't know what they're going to do about that. So for the Part 4 team, as the gift says, this is just great for them. But then there's the problem of finding a Diavolo. I don't think they can find him, honestly. They really only found Kira with the luck of having Hayato be looking at him, but I just don't know if they can find Diavolo, really. He's just much better at hiding his own identity, so I guess they could definitely take out Diavolo if they work together well enough, but I don't know if they can really find him, I don't know if they can really discover his operation. Maybe they can put an end to it, but... Even with, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they managed to slip through there and they find Diavolo and they defeat Diavolo after a battle that would last probably 5 episodes. Anyway, now we're moving on to if Kira and Diavolo work together against the two groups. Now, against the two groups, in terms of power, this is a slaughter. That is a total of 12 people going against each other. And with those 12 people, that's kind of just like an absolute slaughter. I don't care with time skip or bites the dust. It's just a slaughter. They don't even stand a chance. I feel really bad for these two, but I just don't even think they stand like half a penny of a chance, because that's two main characters right there. And even if the Sand Hero maybe somehow manages to get in there, that's Explodens Requiem, but I don't know. I'm not going to give them that benefit of a doubt, but I don't know. I think they could definitely, finding the operation is the harder part of it, but once they find it and they work together, it's kind of like, it's more an easy scenario. And I know this isn't the scariest what if, like I kind of promised on my channel, but I'm going to be giving you a more scary topic. So to think about it, I'm going to be giving you a bit of a scarier topic to think about. If these two, let's just say, Future Constantine here. Sorry for the long cut. Like I said, I made this without knowing the voice line, so you're just gonna have to excuse this long break. There'll be some jazz music playing, so you can skip past this like 10 seconds. Okay, now imagine if Kira and Diavolo were in your town. Huh? Now I think that is scary personally. That is the scariest what if I've brought up so far. Alright, now on to our next topic. What if Death 13's stand user was an adult instead of a literal baby? It's a mannish baby as listed like that. I'm gonna put an image up soon enough, but it's just a child. Like it's a little baby. And just to quick summarize Death 13, it goes inside your dreams, and it can take you on there you go, the baby, but it can take you out inside your dreams. It's a whole thing. It's very strong. It's one of the scary stands. But let's say we change the user to this is guy here. Hard-working, 9-to-5 job, honest guy, doesn't even know he has a stand. It has a flesh bud by Dio, accidentally corrupts the Crusaders, and, well, considering they trust him a lot more, he'd probably win. With Death 13's abilities, he could probably just destroy them. Simple as that. He could take them out, and so the Crusaders are out, and Dio's reign of evil continues. There goes the world. Unironically, but there goes the world. And Death 13, even without Dio, he's just a menace out there. If he goes camping with his buddies, since, he's a 9-to-5 hard-working guy, and maybe he just takes a little camping break, his stand is just going to attack them. And his friends can't do nothing about it, because they don't know what stands are, and of course they trust their best friend. He's a 9-to-5 hard-working guy. And, like, if he moved completely onto the world, if he had a flesh bud and Dio still somehow managed, let's say the Crusaders get past him by, I don't know, like, knocking him out or something, he'll just find them again and again. Or let's say they do, like, put him in an airplane and send him off somewhere. I don't know. That makes sense. They might do that, but probably not that much sense, really. But let's say they send him off somewhere. Then he can just tell Lord Dio where they are, and, well, he can infect everyone on the plane, and take that down. Everything's fine. He's the only one in the plane. Then the plane tells the planes to go away, blah, blah, blah. He goes back to Dio, and while they're in Dio's mansion, someone knocks them out. Death 13, boom, boom, boom. They're gone, and that's that. He's just a menace. He's just a massive threat if we give him a 9-to-5 hard-working job. That's just how overpowered Death 13 is. That's how Rocky nerfed him by, giving his user a tiny child. I mean, it still makes sense that it's a child, but come on. Anyway, that was my scary what-ifs, as I promised on the channel. And now I'll see you all later. Cue the outro.